looks like a tiny spear, right? But this all does way more than you think. Today, I'll share with you why it's a game changer and how I use it every day. When I'm hemming a skirt, I always get stuck at those bulky side seams. If I push or pull from behind the needle, the stitches get messed up. That's where the Tailor's Awl saves the day. Think of it as an extension of your finger. You can guide the layers right under the presser foot without fighting with the fabric. It's such a simple trick, but it makes a huge difference. I use my awl like this anytime I'm sewing through thick layers or working in tight spots where I need more control. When I set up my bobbin thread, my machine often leaves just the tiniest piece of thread to grab. Instead of struggling with my fingertips, I use the awl to pull it out in one motion. And my machine is ready to go. When you're working with a pattern, how do you mark that little point at the end of a dart? A Tailor's Awl makes it so easy. Just poke a tiny hole through the pattern. You can also mark the midpoints of the dart the same way. Once you remove the pattern, you see small holes. Connect them with the fabric marker and you have the dart perfectly marked. The technique also works for buttonholes, pleats, or any spot where you want to make a precise point. Let's say you've sewn a strap and turned it right side out. Now the corners are hiding inside and look rounded. Here's where the awl shines. From the outside, use the tip to gently catch tiny bits of fabric at the corner and pull them out little by little. This way you can shape the corner neatly without stretching or poking through the fabric. And you get those crisp points every time. If you make dolls or stuffed animals, you know how tricky it can be to push stuffing into narrow tubes like the arms or legs. The awl is perfect for this. You can guide the stuffing all the way down into the corners so the shape looks neat and fully filled. And finally, this one might surprise you, your awl can even help with seam ripping. Here's how I do it. First, use a seam ripper to snip the back stitch at the ends. Then switch to the awl. Slide it under a thread, lift it up, and use your hand to wiggle and break it. Do the same from the back side. Front, back, repeat. And before you know it, the seam is loose and easy to pull apart. For serged seams, just trim the tail first, then use the awl to pick out the straight thread that runs along the edge. Once that comes out, the rest unravels almost by itself. It's quick, gentle on the fabric, and honestly, a little magical. And speaking of magical moments, this month we're celebrating Sparkly Belly's 11th anniversary. I honestly couldn't have made it this far without your love and support. Thank you so much. To celebrate, I put together a special giveaway. If you've ever been curious about taking a Sparkly Belly course, now is your chance. Enter to win a free course through the link below. Join the fun and I hope you'll be the lucky winner. Now you see why my Tailor's Awl never leaves the sewing table. Give it a try. And if you enjoyed this, check out my next video where I share 3 tools that make costume making even easier. Thanks for watching and keep sparkling!